Nay. Absolute clown. Okay, we got that up. We got the feed up there. No viewers currently.
Because we suck.
Because we suck. I mean, it is
It's
12
It's lunchtime
on Friday.
on a Friday.
I'm fairly sure people are at work or getting ready to travel.
Yeah, lunchtime.
So it is. What's going on, you guys? My name is Cisco.
I am the randomest of guys, Kev.
We have RGK in the building with us, and we wanted to live stream a little bit, see what's good, and answer the question of the stream, which is, can you tell us what innovation in airsoft is?
Yes. Can you tell us what innovation in airsoft is? And what does innovation look like to you in airsoft? What does it look like? For me, innovation in airsoft looks like...
I can get more of you in frame. There we are.
Innovation in airsoft looks like us figuring out ways to make airsoft more fun for players, to get new players and keep existing players. No, you stop killing me. But yeah, that's that's what it is. Airsoft and innovation in the airsoft.
So I think this is a topic that gets asked about a lot in the airsoft community, about innovating in airsoft. But what does innovation actually look like, right? And we had a long discussion earlier talking about what can actually be improved in an airsoft gun itself. I mean, let's keep things simple. The version 2 gearbox M4, the gun that's...
I mean, everything works.
Yeah.
Leave it as is.
The one that is most used.
Everybody's using the best of the technologies that we currently have.
Yeah, no, I agree. And
for an affordable cost in most cases.
Yeah, there's a balance, right? And it really is very interesting because factories are catching up with aftermarket.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is you see a lot of airsoft replicas. This is live, so we got to be very careful.
Yes.
There are a lot of airsoft replicas that are coming with ETUs, or they're pairing with companies like Perrin or Gate to include the Aster or the Titan, or Perrin doesn't have titles for theirs, just the V2 hybrid or other ETU/MOSFETs.
Yeah, yes, and I think that past the gun stuff, charging $20 to play, that's low. It shouldn't be that low. Like, how are they gonna pay their people?
Nice. I don't know what that is about, but we're gonna continue going on because it looks like it's still rolling. So, no, I absolutely agree. Wait, what? No data.
You're no data. Let me see if you're still live.
Yes, please and thank you. Sorry, guys. The bandwidth here in the building is nuts.
Oh, he's still live. That's still live.
Okay. But yeah, I completely agree with that, honestly, because manufacturer side, there are a lot of the manufacturers out there that are still trying to improve on platforms that they already have in existence, right? And other than the smaller, minute details of like, oh, let's give this bucking out of the box, or oh, we need this motor, or whatever, like, it's really hard to say it's an innovation compared to it just being an upgrade. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I think that very, very few companies are thinking like that, and they just want to drop $600.
You're speaking low now. Now you got to get close.
Okay.
Either increase and be here, or low and up close. Either one.
So I think some companies are just saying, you know what, we're going to release the same thing from 5 years ago and charge people $700 because our name is the best. And that's sometimes what it is that people do.
Oh, yeah. Not to say any brands out there, but sometimes they're living off of the hype and reputation from a bygone era.
Yeah. So it's again, I think I feel like a lot of the technology we have now is advanced enough to be like, okay, this is why this product can sell for $300 to $400 instead of like 10 years ago when it was $700 or $800.
Yep.
And then now it's like, okay, what else can we focus on? Okay, let's focus on ways to improve our community and grow it and help get people in. And how can we help the fields and the shops get people in? How can we, just show everything in a positive light? This is a fun time. This is a fun place to come play. Mm-hmm. This is a fun hobby to be in, and I think that that's where we need to go.
I agree. So we're going to circle back to that because I just want to show a couple of examples of what an airsoft manufacturer is doing to improve their platform, not necessarily innovate in it. So Lancer Tactical, everybody knows them by now. If you don't know, what rock have you been living under? I actually have a sample of their newest hop-up unit. And the newest hop-up unit is actually really crazy because this is actually a TDC hop-up unit. Polymer design with a tactile, if you can hear it, a tactile setting, so it's a little bit easier to adjust locks into place. Some people may like that, some people don't like it, but it's rotary style, so regardless. But it's a TDC hop-up unit that's going to be flat hopped. And this is something that Lancer Tactical is actually going to be introducing into all of their AEGs in the upcoming future. This is going to be standard out of the box. Now, there are aftermarket companies like Max Model that make a TDC hop-up unit. And then there's other companies that make bucking specifically, like Unicorn Airsoft, Modify. They I think, made the original flat hop bucking, and I could be wrong. But this in itself is a huge upgrade that a lot of people would have spent a lot of money aftermarket for, that Lancer Tactical is now just going to be introducing into all of their platforms moving forward, which is super dope. Now, I'm not saying this is revolutionary because there are companies that do offer flat hops out of the box. And I think there are some that do have TDC hop-up units out of the box as well. So it's not necessarily new, but it is an improvement across the board for what they are doing, which is super dope. But is it innovative? Not really. With the introduction of TDC itself, I think was innovative when it first released, but was it super revolutionary? I don't really think so, because with previous hop-up units before, people were able to get amazing performance out of their replica with what they had available. Another thing that Lancer is doing is they this is a sample of their newest polymer magazine, the advanced polymer magazine, 140 round mid-cap magazine. I actually got to test this. It feeds super well on higher rates of fire, which is super dope. Oh, excuse me. But something that Lancer kind of took in a note is a lot of competitive tournaments. They don't allow magazines like the EPM1 that hold 250 round magazines. They're capped at maybe like 150 or 170 rounds. So this is a affordable, or is going to be an affordable option that is going to be super reliable. And honestly, I really dig the look of it. Feels super nice. With the BB window, look at that. That's so clean. But is this revolutionary? I don't think so. Or innovative. Not really.
Yeah, I mean, everybody wants to release something and say, hey, this is innovative. And it's like, is it though? Is it though? Somebody already did it.
Yeah.
Like, your last product is similar to this one.
Yeah. So with like innovation, what we talked about earlier is maybe there's a new way for a airsoft replica to actually launch a BB. I can't say fire.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm like, what? What is he talking about?
Launch? What is it? SpaceX?
Yeah. Word.
No, maybe if there is some type of way like to create something, that would definitely be innovative for sure. Like if there was like some type of like magnetic railgun technology that could be fit into an airsoft replica that requires maybe little or no like battery, like power involved or whatever. That could be revolutionary and innovative, but how realistic is it to develop and create a product like that?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Everything's not innovative. We got to get to the fact that everything is not should not be considered innovation, just because you like re-release the same thing and it's cheaper.
Well, I mean, credit to companies that do take a gamble in something new, that are releasing a new platform, especially if it is a design that they have like built from the ground up.
Yeah.
Like, respect to them, because they are trying to innovate in that way. But I think at the end of the day, it really is similar to like, hey, here's the homework. Like, copy it, but change the word.
Yeah, literally. There's a lot. I mean, a lot of airsoft is copy and paste, but a lot of the paste should be like, let's improve from what we had before. And sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes people just rename things.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on.
Yeah.
Focus on something different.
I agree. Now, I think something that a lot of the community, players specifically, that even I need to work on is the mindset of what innovation is, because there are a lot of people, and we talked about it, where they're just kind of stuck in their singular idea of what airsoft is, and how they play and what they're so like familiar with, that it becomes complacent, somewhat boring, if you will.
Yeah.
And they think that they need a new overall platform or something to quote unquote innovate their airsoft experience.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it comes back to their airsoft experience that they need to figure out, and like, stop playing at the same places and using the same gun replica. Stop. Like, you gotta explore. You gotta explore airsoft. That's why I enjoy traveling. And when I do travel and I do get the chance to play somewhere else, I enjoy it. It's a fun time, and it's like, okay, I feel refreshed. I love air. I love it. I love it so much.
I love it again.
It's the best thing ever. Yay! Merry Christmas.
You sound so sarcastic right now.
No, but it's a good time. So it's one of those things where if I feel like I am getting bored, okay, let me see why I'm getting bored. Let me try something else. And I've noticed, like, oh, I'm playing at the same place for 2 months straight, using the same product for 2 months straight, and it's like, okay, let me take a step back. Let me see what everybody else is doing. Let me use something different. Let me go to this different place. And then sometimes just that little bit of change changes my perspective on, okay, it's not that I hate it. It's just I was bored at that one spot. I changed it up. Now I'm having fun again with different crowd, different people, different game styles at a different venue. And, just keep going there. I know people that just strictly do milsims because it's a different AO every time, and they're just like, I love that piece of airsoft.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. And they keep that. That's the energy that they have, where it's like, I love it. I'm having a good time. And sometimes there's people that bring their kids to go play a milsim. I'm like, you never done pub? I've never done pubs. All I do is milsims, and I'm like, that's
nuts.
That's crazy, but
yeah.
But again, it's because they get that different experience, and it changes their perspective and make their mindset not linear to that one specific thing. And that's what everybody should be thinking. How do I get outside of my line and just, add additional lines? Let me look at different things and go from there.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your username. WIKD Airsoft says, I see no issue with that, using the same replica and going to the same place. That's your dogo.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, no, you're and that's on you again. But this is for the people that have one-track minds and immediately get bored, ask for innovation. It's like, what are you doing different in your mindset to just change how you're looking at what's coming out?
Yeah, exactly. And what you said, one thing that you can do instantly to change your experience is try a different field.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, depending on your location, you could be limited to one field maybe,
Yeah.
but you could talk with the staff and try to work out different game scenarios, different play styles where it's not team deathmatch all the time, where everybody go.
Yeah, everybody go. I mean, this is something we were talking about before, where it's like, I think with airsoft, it's all about communication and talking with people and being social. I feel like airsoft is very social, and you have to talk to people. Like,
Yep.
you have to, even when you're on the field, you're communicating, hey, they're on your right, they're on your left. But when you come off the field, it's like, hey, let's have this conversation. Hey, I see you using this product. How do you like it? How do you feel about it? Can I run it? And 9 times out of 10, people be like, hey, go ahead. You could use it. I got something else. I brought it back up with me. It's fine. And using a Springer, that's fun. I'm sorry. Using a Springer or just using something that's not as expensive as your current replica, give yourself a handicap.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
Yeah, and if you are in the world of infinite moolah, or you're more well off than the other person, try a different platform. If you're typically running AUGs, like what Mr. Savage said, try a tri-shot spring shotgun.
Yeah.
Shot replica.
Replica. Use replicas. Different replicas. I mean, and most times, like, if I'm going to play indoor, I like to use my pistol. I'll switch it up. Then I'll switch to a shotgun. And then maybe switch to an M4 that's a stock. Like, you have to switch it up. M4 for CQB, pistol for CQB is always fun. But, I mean, again, switching it up, your play style and how you play. One day you could play super aggressive. One game you could play super aggressive. The next one you could just be reserved. I'm just going to chill, support my team from the back and go from there.
That's another thing too. Actually working with your team members. If you are part of a team, dope. But whoever's assigned to your delegated team for that day, work with them. Communicate. Work for the objective. There's so many different aspects of playing airsoft that can really change the environment and the experience that you're having. And what I said earlier about talking to fields and asking them to do different gameplay styles, they like hearing that feedback. They want to try new things. They want to keep things fresh and innovative.
Innovative.
No, but
Start the conversation.
Yeah,
Start
keep
the
things different.
conversation. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's funny because we were talking about it, about how newer players can be really shy and not wanting to sound stupid when asking for help or asking for opinions or different things. But if you don't speak, it's not going to be heard.
Yeah.
Right? Talk about it.
And a lot of times, if you're a regular at a specific field and you see new players come in, start a conversation. Start a conversation. Show them what you have. Hey, I see you're using a rental, but if you play more, you can probably pick something up like this or like this. I have these. Maybe you want to try it one game. It's all about just having that conversation, starting the conversation,
Yes.
and changing people's mindset for different things.
Yeah, exactly. Like what the boss man put in the chat, it's really up to you to make the games fun, right? And I think that's the driving force in airsoft as a whole.
Yep.
I mean, it's a hobby, and you have interest in it. How can it be fun and delightful for you as a whole, right? Now, one thing that I do want to talk about that me and Isaiah has talked about on video before is how do we get more players in the airsoft? Now, we have used this analogy before of how there are more people leaving airsoft compared to people joining airsoft. So, for instance, if there's 100 players in a state, right, and we lose 10 players every month, but we're only getting 5 new players in, we're still losing players overall. And eventually, if that cycle continues, airsoft is going to go extinct. And I don't want to see that. I'm fairly sure you don't want to see that.
Yep, don't want to see that at all.
Here's the thing. Kev is a part of the airsoft and so ingrained into the community because he truly loves airsoft. He doesn't make a dime off of this.
Yeah, I really don't. And like a lot of the money I do get, if I do get money, it goes towards giveaways, goes towards my website to keep people informed of things, and then showing up to events. That is not free. None of that stuff is free, but it's just, thank you for everybody that supports me and whatnot. But again, it's like, how do you get people into airsoft? And a lot of times you just start by, hey, let's go play. Let's birthday parties. Let's go have a quick weekend here. Try airsoft. Try Nerf. Nerf is another thing that gets people into airsoft. Gel blasters as well. That's another one. But
the stepping stone.
The stepping stones. So inviting your friend out, having them use your kit or something, or having them rent, letting them know what the prices are, things of that nature. Again, it's all about communication and talking. Let's talk about it. Let's have fun. Let's pick a day where we all can go out and just have a good time.
Yeah, introducing people who have never even heard of, or maybe are not as informed about airsoft, is definitely one of those huge things that can be talked about to just get the idea of airsoft flowing, right? One example that you told me that was, I think, super cool is like what he says, whenever he gets product to review and stuff, he normally gives it away because he's a minimalist.
Yeah, I don't like having a full closet of things. I am a minimalist.
Unlike me, I'm a hoarder. The exact opposite.
Yeah.
But you told me one time that you were out at the field and you saw a group of like 5 kids going out for the first time, and you gave one of those kids like that gun that you're done with.
I finished doing the review. I finished doing what I need. I don't need this. Here, you can have it. And then the friends, oh my God, you got one? I need to get one too. So that creates like one of those things where, okay, we're coming back to this. Yeah. We're going to do this again. Yeah. And it's like, yes, you have fun. But the thing is, again, it's all about the first impressions too. If their first impression of them playing airsoft is terrible, they're never coming back. If their first impression is them having a good time, making new friends, talking with people, they're going to come back. They're always going to come back. And it's like, don't ruin people's first or second times. Don't ever ruin their experience, but don't ever ruin the experience. But make sure if it's their first or second time playing, make sure they have the best experience ever. They shoot you, congrats, you got it, boom, fist pump, and keep it moving.
I completely agree with it. It is thing that it's like okay. I can't play on my computer, but like someone brings it up, be like, oh man, no, not yet, or like, and then you just kind of bounce off of that idea, and it generates the interest, and eventually, you continue to talk about it. Eventually, the trigger is going to get pulled to die.
I was like, no, I've never done it. I'm like, okay, let's go to the shooting range, shoot this, let me know how you feel, and go from there. And he felt I just brought my regular gun for him to shoot. He was like, oh my God. And it glows like you do the glow beep. Yeah, I have a tracer unit in here, and boom. I think showcasing airsoft with like tracer BBs for a first time person, they're just like, okay, this is like Star Wars, and like, oh my God, lasers, and I'm like, yeah, and it already picks them up to be like, okay, I love this. This is a great time. And he literally sat there, walked around the store, was asking a bunch of questions because he was going to leave. Yeah, he was going to drop his son off and leave, and then he looked at something, and I started talking to him, and he's just like, you know what? Let me find out some more information. I told him, talk to everybody. Everybody will give you some type of feedback on something. And he saw some kids with, the paintball-looking guns. Those. He was like, oh yeah, I used to play paintball. Is that easy to convert? Yeah, you pick up something like this or make your own like that and go. Yep. It's like, okay, this, okay, I can definitely get into this. He was there for an hour and he was supposed to leave. He was there for an hour. He's supposed to leave. He was supposed to drop his kid off and go, but he was still having a conversation. He was like, I should have just went home and grabbed my sneakers to come and try it out. I'm like, it's a good time. So, I mean, again, that communication, just starting the communication of somebody that he looked interested, so I was just like, let me go over there and just be like, yo, you want to try? You want to shoot it real quick? Yep. We'll let you do it and go from there. Yeah.
And to all the current players of Airsoft, don't be afraid to try and start that conversation as well. Like interested in Airsoft. They're there because they're interested. You're there because you obviously have been playing and are interested. So having that conversation with them, allowing it to develop and grow, and just not being afraid to answer any questions that they have, or just trying to look out for them is definitely one huge way that we can do it. And don't be a douchebag about it, because there are quite a number of people out there that have the elitist mindset of like, this little noob is gonna I'm just gonna ruin their day. Yeah. That ruins it for the development of Airsoft and that person in particular. Another topic that I wanted to talk about was the division in the Airsoft community already, because a lot of people think like, oh, there's indoor players and there's outdoor players, but realistically, it's just airsoft.
It's all just airsoft, guys. Just because we all play different styles, it's all just airsoft at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a different experience. Like indoor usually is going to be more fast paced. Obviously, close quarters. It's CQB, and games typically turn over relatively quickly. Maybe like 15, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Something like that. Versus outdoor games, you have a lot more wider like spaces. Sometimes you need to really like hone in your shots and your target to tag them, and it's just the different gameplay style. Like for me, whenever I go indoors, being a not really a milsim player, but having more of a milsim mindset, I'll go indoors and think, okay, how can I run full kit and maneuver
around
properly?
And stuff. Yeah.
Right? I'm like not super competitive, but really just like being able to manipulate everything properly so I can be as effective as I can be. And then vice versa, outside or going outdoors, sometimes laying back and trying to tag targets from really far away doesn't do it for me. I'll push up closer to get more action in a particular scenario. It really sucks that there is that divide, even though it's not like
It's not a real thing.
It's not a real thing, but it's almost like subconsciously put in people's head.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I play indoors. I can only play indoors. It's like, no. If you have like an AirTag style replica,
Just go out there.
Go outdoors. I've seen plenty of people do it.
I've seen so many players do it. It's just whatever they use indoors, they'll try to use it outdoors. Whatever people use outdoors, try to use indoors. But it's like, just go, jump out there, have fun. Like, however someone plays, if they're super LARPy, wearing costumes, that's their fun. Let them have their fun. You have your own fun.
Yeah, exactly. Another thing was attending events as well. Obviously, there's the milsim, which is like hardcore military simulation, like magazine restrictions and stuff. But you brought up other events that were more like fantasy sci-fi-ish, like a zombie event.
Yeah, zombie event.
Like where it's more of just like role-playing, being immersive into an experience. And I really like those types of events as well because you can lean into a character that you may not normally do.
Yeah. I mean, and a lot of LARPing events are somewhat seasonal. Check with your local field. They might want to do something. They might need your idea. Hey, we want to do a zombie event. What are your thoughts? Should it be a storyline or should it just be like a shoot house? What should it be? I like trying LARPing events, and again, to not get bored of airsoft, try different things if you're capable of doing them. And just the zombie versus a post-apocalyptic type of event, it's a great experience. Even though you don't get to use your replica as much in some cases, it's just a good time with the storyline, especially if it's a good storyline. And a storyline you can make up for if you record videos or something, or you just go out there, have your own costume based off whatever storyline they got going on.
Yeah,
it's a good time.
So honestly, you could do that style of like role playing during casual play also.
Yes.
Like I say a lot of like Call of Duty or like Battlefield like loadouts, or it's like, oh, John Wick loadout, I'm using the John Wick whatever, and then like that's their like theme of the day, right? So same thing in airsoft. Change it up. If you want to be like a sniper role or an LMG role, you could definitely do that. And it all comes back down to the mindset of you really like honing into what you're trying to achieve, and less of what airsoft companies can provide for you. Because there's so much already. There's so many different replicas, so many different platforms out there that you can do. I mean, one thing that I want to talk about is the introduction of gas blowback rifles or replicas. So, majority of the market is AEG driven. Whether it be performance, for accuracy, rate of fire, whatever, that is what majority of the market, at least in the U.S., dictates. Asia is actually slowly converting over to gas blowback. Actually, I think majority of them have converted.
Gas blowback pistols.
Yeah,
which is, I mean, it's a good time.
I like Hasten rifle pistols.
But it's people want to do the gas blowback like M4s and what else? AKs,
AKs, yeah.
SMGs.
Go on, continue.
Yeah, all auto lows. I mean, gas blowback shotguns are a fun time.
Gas blowback shotgun?
That would be a fun time, no?
That would be.
If there is.
If anybody wants to make an M4 replica that's blowback, that'd be dope. That'd be super sweet.
That'd be interesting. Isn't there like a?
There's like shell ejecting ones. I don't know about
the shell ejecting.
Actually, there are older models that are semi-auto.
But isn't it like gas and shell ejecting at the same time? Okay.
Yeah.
That's messy.
Yeah. That's where a lot more quote unquote innovation can come into play. What's your experience using GBBRs though?
I don't really have any.
You don't?
No. I mean, I've shot them.
Have you ever played?
No, I haven't played with.
You haven't played with one?
No.
Do you ever see yourself playing with one?
I mean, I don't mind.
Are you are you willing to try it out?
Yeah, I'm willing to try anything out.
Okay, see, now that's another thing.
I do have one that was sent to me by G&G. I just haven't used it yet.
Oh, really?
Because of the mags.
That's fair.
Not enough mags.
Companies, when you release your product, please release it with the magazines. Thank you.
It was just not enough mags because a lot of the mags are like 30 rounders. And it's like, can you just make one that's a little bigger? 140?
HP tap it? 140.
I mean, I was gonna get an adapter so I can run like my regular mags on them.
Bruh, that takes away from the realism, though.
That's the thing. I want to experience it with the actual mags.
Yeah.
Before I do anything.
So, playing with gas blowback is definitely like what you said, giving yourself a handicap.
Yes.
Because
you gotta choose your shots. It's like running a pistol. You have to
30
choose
round
your shots.
mags. You do get a recoil, the blowback feature, which can affect your accuracy. But I think the experience overall with gas blowback rifles, in particular, it's such a different experience from an AG, which is a laser beam and 140, 250 round magazines, 400 round high cap mags. You could just continue to shoot nonstop. When you go to gas blowback, you really have to lean into the realism factor of like, okay, I only got 30 rounds in this mag. You start keeping track of how many shots you've taken. You're making each shot count. You're not just shooting like aimlessly into a bush.
Yeah.
And it really is something that can be invigorating for anyone who has become stagnant in a platform. Now, this same experience can be done with not a gas blowback like rifle. It could be done with even if you just want to do a handgun. You could do that. You could do the spring shotgun, like I said. A bolt action sniper can do that as well. But I think I really am emphasizing on GBBRs more because the trend of what we're seeing manufacturers develop overseas and what the countries like in Europe and Asia have already been transitioning to. Like, I've been talking to a number of different influencers overseas, like Medi-san, shout out, where majority of the market is converting over to more realistic, whether it be like an ERG, electric recoil, or gas blowback. Even like a lot of the guys in Europe, like they pretty much like ditched AGs. Like, I see so many different GBBRs. Yeah. I'm like, dang, when can we get that?
I know that. I mean, and because of our customs and stuff, we can't get some of them. They're super they're hyper realistic.
Yeah, the ATF is real.
Yeah, ATF is real here. So I know a lot of people order online from companies overseas.
Yep.
And it's like
they're taking a real big gamble.
Yeah. You might be losing out on your money because the ATF will just be like, oh no, this is real. Nah, no, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, okay. So all this conversation that we're having is to try and help give you guys the idea of how we can help grow the airsoft community and
open your mind.
Your third eye.
Open your mind up here. Think bigger. Open it. Stop tunnel vision. No more tunnel vision.
Oh yeah, like what I said earlier about the attrition rate of airsoft. We are losing more airsofters than incoming players, which definitely hurts. And we just want to try to help the community like be informed and how we can try to keep everyone like entertained and interested in airsoft while still trying to draw in more airsofters. Now, one thing that we talked about before was, say there's like some $1,200 airsoft custom gun that shoots laser beams, high rate of fire, super dope. It's available for $150. Even with that being available, we don't think it will help airsoft grow as a whole.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the new players, they don't know what to look for.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, that is a tool that can be used to help draw them in and convince them, but like there's so many different platforms out there around the $150, $200 price point that do great, and and we're still seeing a decrease in players overall. And what you said earlier, we're kind of like in a reset period.
Yeah, I feel like we're in a reset. Everybody's just like, we're getting the new players. The old players are getting out, new players are coming in, but not as much new players coming in. But the same thing with manufacturers. They're just kind of like, all right, let's take a step back from producing all of these products and focus and hone in on specific ones and see how they do and go from there.
Yeah. And I agree to that. I've been in the industry for last month was 10 years.
Nice.
Yeah, so I've seen the up and down of airsoft throughout the period a few times actually.
Yeah.
I mean, 2020 didn't help anybody.
Yeah. No.
I would say there was
there was an uptick.
There was
people were shooting at home.
Exactly. But a lot of those people don't hit the field.
Yeah.
And we talked about that too, where especially with Amazon being a thing, and having decent competitive quality airsoft replicas available.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people that'll buy it don't see the field still. They're either buying it as a gift for like their kid or their nephew or whatever, or they're buying it to backyard plink, target shoot. And like that kid, maybe they'll end up going to the field, which is dope, but a lot of those people who are just buying it as a collector or just a backyard plinker may never see the field. And we want to try to convert those people into showing them, hey, there's more than just target shooting.
Yeah.
You can shoot opponents legally.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the end of the day, we just want to remind people how fun airsoft is, introduce to those new people how fun airsoft is, and also remind current players there's more than what your standard day looks like in airsoft.
Yeah.
You can experience more. It's just a matter of changing your perspective a little bit and trying something new. That's
really it.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Thank you guys for joining us for this really impromptu last minute live stream. We do truly appreciate you guys. Make sure you follow Kev on all of his social media platforms. Go ahead, plug them.
Random Guy Kev on YouTube, RGK_Airsoft on Instagram. There it is.
You got confused.
Yeah, I did got confused. And then RGKAirsoft.com for the website information.
Yes, sir. He be putting out quality content. He puts a lot of questions out there to get the community thinking. And whether it may come with a little bit of, it's not even hostility. Whether it be quote unquote drama or not, it's all meant to get us all thinking. And sometimes, I said it before, some people can't get out of their mindset of like what they believe in and separate that from an actual topic to try to progress.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, talk about it. Is the
conversation.
Be open-minded. Open-minded.
Open your mind. Open it.
That's gonna be.
Open your mind.
I am downloading that audio and I'm making it your ringtone. That's hilarious. Oh yeah, just be open. Again, we're all airsofters. We love the sport. We want to continue to grow it. We want to see airsoft flourish, especially stateside. We are kind of the mecca for airsoft, even though majority of the products are developed overseas. It's what we say and what we do that'll influence the market and what becomes available. And again, the more support that you show for something, the more that companies are going to try to support it.
Yep.
Exactly. But my boy, I appreciate you coming through.
Out here.
He's gonna go get some food. I appreciate you guys so damn much for tuning into this last minute live stream. Subscribe, follow Kev on all of his social medias. Subscribe to airsoftgi.com. Follow us on Instagram as well for all the latest goodies. We got a new video going live today from last Saturday's Mayo Gang Meet, which you weren't here for. And then I actually filmed a video with Kev earlier of him answering the questions that he posts on social media. So I think that video will go live next Friday, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, guys, we appreciate you so damn much. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you guys later. Peace, y'all.
Bye.
I'm gonna let you continue waving. Wait for it. It hasn't ended yet. And